you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. The San Miguel Beermen barged into the win column, while the Magnolia Hotshots remain spotless. Here's what went down in Sunday's PBA Commissioner's Cup games.
The San Miguel Beermen entered the game against the Meralco Bolts in need of a bounce back from their opening day loss in the PBA Commissioner's Cup. At the onset of the game, the Beermen established a slim advantage, which they then further spread to 21 points. Meralco, though, slowly chipped into the lead, narrowing it down to just 4 points at the end of the third quarter. San Miguel averted another meltdown in the fourth, as they made the right plays to grab firm hold of the lead and keep the Bolts at bay. Final score, 93-83 for SMB. Import Ivan Asca led the way for the Beermen with 27 points and 13 rebounds. Reigning MVP Junmar Fajardo had his usual double-double of 17 points and 15 boards. This puts SMB in the win column after losing a big lead to NLEX last week. Meanwhile, Meralco was dealt with its first loss in 3 games.
We just gave them more motivation because, we knew Meralco is a good offensive rebounding team. So I think we limited them to lower offensive rebounds. So I'm really happy that yung team did their job by that scenario.
He'll push his way in, kick it to Japet, sets him up for the jumper.
In the other game, the Manila Clasico matchup between the Magnolia Hotshots and the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings did not disappoint. Although that was not really the case in the first half, as Ginebra had a 25-point lead over Magnolia. However, the Hotshots came alive entering the third, and they slowly ate away at that lead until it was a single-digit deficit. Late in the payoff period, Tyler Bay put Magnolia ahead with 2 clutch free throws, 92-91. But Ginebra was not able to equalize in the next possession, as Scotty Thompson missed the layup.
I'm telling you, he missed it.
And while Gio Halalon split the charities, it didn't matter, as Christian Standhardinger broke the game-tying shot attempt. Final, 93-91 for Magnolia. The Hotshots remained flawless through 4 games, while Ginebra fell 1-1. Tyler Bay had 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals for Magnolia.
Talk about effort. On the halftime, I keep on reminding them, actually shouting them about outwork. They outwork us on the first half. I challenge these guys to play the Magnolia Hotshots basketball system, which is sacrificing and ball movement and our defensive mindset.
PBA action continues Wednesday at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. The Terra Firma Jeep looked to their 3rd straight win against the TNT Tropang Giga at 4 p.m., while the Northport Batang Pier gunned for win number 3 as well against the NLEX Road Warriors. And that's at 8 p.m.
Speaking of Barangay Ginebra, Tim Cone is set to win his 4th Coach of the Year award. This will be given during the annual PBA Press Corps Awards tonight at the Novotel Manila, Araneta City. The record 25-time PBA champion coach steered Ginebra to the Commissioner's Cup title last season over guest team Bay Area Dragons. Before this, Cone had previously won the award in 1994, 1996, and 2014. He was also coach of the bubble when the league held the Philippine Cup at the height of the pandemic in 2020. In college hoops, the Adamson Falcons keep their Final Four hopes alive in the UAAP Season 86 men's basketball tournament. The Falcons were able to squeak past the UE Red Warriors 63-61. Monty Bontebon drained the game-winning tray from the corner off an inbound pass to stay in the hunt for a semifinal spot. This win arranges a playoff for the 4th semi slot between Adamson and the Ateneo Blue Eagles. Montebon finished with 16 points and 7 rebounds for Adamson. other game, the UP Fighting Maroons clinched the twice-to-beat edge in the Final Four. They dominated the NU Bulldogs 79-57. This is the first time that the Maroons finished the eliminations as the top seed in the Final Four era. The Bulldogs, though, are still into the semis as the third seed. We're taking a timeout. The game on One News Now will return after this quick break. Stay tuned. You're back on the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Super bantamweight champion Marlon Tapales is in the final stages of his preparations for the big fight against Japanese superstar Naoya Inoue. Here's the story.
Pinoy boxer Marlon Tapales wakes up at 5 in the morning every day to train. The current holder of the World Boxing Association and International Boxing Federation Super Bantamweight titles is currently in Baguio City. He is there to prepare for his upcoming fight with Japanese superstar and 4-division champion Naoya Inoue. Tapales' camp picked Baguio as a venue for training, so the fighter can get acclimated to cold weather and be ready for Japan's lower temperatures. Tapales' workout routine starts off with a 45-minute long run around Burnham Park. Then comes his cardio workout. After that, shadow boxing done 3 minutes each set to simulate the 12 3-minute rounds of his bout with Inoue. He ends that workout with extra core exercises.
It's important here because the elevation is high in Tokyo, so we don't want to get there and go 1 to 2 rounds into the fight and then lose our breath already and be out of our lungs. So it's a similar elevation and weather temperature to Tokyo. So when we get there, it will be as if we've been training there for a long period of time, and then we'll be able to adjust easily and go right into the fight without any problems and show what we've been working for.
Known as the Nightmare, Tapales is facing a tall order against the Japanese boxer. Inoue boasts of a 25-0 win-loss record, 22 of which were by way of knockout. He also carries the World Boxing Council and World Boxing Organization super bantamweight belts. This means whoever wins the Japan bout will be the undisputed champion. For Tapales' camp, the gravity of the match only makes them work harder.
Well, the monster talagang si Naoya Inoue is a complete fighter. Napala galing. Pero yung Marlon Tapales natin, tiyandangada na po tayo. Konting ano na lang adjustment para sa maging kompleto po natin yung training camp dito.
Isa po yung historian para sa Pilipino at saka sa Pilipinas na malaking bagay po talaga sa akin na bilang isang boksingero na makakuha ng isang malaking karangalan at history ng boxing.
And for his part, Tapales carries a 37-3 win-loss slate, 19 of which are KOs. The fight will also be extra special, as his brother Elmer will be present. Tapales says his sibling inspired him to be a boxer.
Actually, sa totoo, siya yung unang-una na nag-iinganyo sa akin na magbo-boxing. Kasi nung bata pa ako, siya yung bumili sa akin ng gloves. Tsaka palagi niya akong, of course, pinupush niya ako. Tsaka palagi niya akong sinasabihan ng mga advice.
Tapales squares off with Inoue in Tokyo, Japan on December 26.
Let's check in on tennis, where Eala came up short of her third singles title this year after losing in the Kyotec Open in Luxembourg. Eala lost to the mighty Océane Dodon of France in the final. After getting blown out in the first set, the 18-year-old did her best to stay in the second round. But Dodon pulled all the stops to secure a 6-1, 7-5 win. And Tiger Woods is back. The 15-time major champion is set to return to competitive golf at the end of the month via the Hero World Championship. Woods himself made this announcement on social media. This will be the first PGA Tour that he will join since going through an ankle surgery in April. Woods will be one of the 20 players in the tournament, which also includes 6 top 10 players. The 47-year-old has since missed several tournaments this year, including the US and British Opens. The Hero World Championships will take place from November 30 to December 2 in Albany, Bahamas. Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. I'll be back with more stories at 4:30 p.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.